Hi, good morning, and welcome. So I just haven't quite set up the camera here. That's why I was going to start a little early, but I guess I'm actually right on time. But hello, please say hi in the chat if you can, and also let me know if there's any particular part of the body that you would like to focus on today, or any kind of emotion. And otherwise, well, let's get started. Sorry, I'm trying to just get as much of them out as I can. Okay, good. You can see my head. Sorry about this. I can't seem to get this side of the couch out of the screen here, but okay. Yeah, let's actually start in a comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to find your balance. Make sure that both of your sit bones are kind of equally aligned on the floor. Say hi to my cat, Lucky. And just get comfortable. Make sure that you feel grounded. And let's just start with a few shoulder rolls. So just starting to slowly warm up the body. Make sure you go in both directions. Good, and then some gentle neck rolls. Make sure you do it very slowly and gently. Good, and then place your hand behind you, place the other hand on the opposite knee. And inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Just a gentle twist, since we're not really warm yet. Drawing the belly in, so using your core to help you get deeper into the twist. And back to center and other side. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, just a gentle twist. And inhale back to center and grab onto your knees. Inhale, gently come forward, open your chest, and exhale, holding onto your knees. Kind of use that so that you can draw the belly in and round your spine and get a nice stretch through your shoulders. And inhale, come forward, arching the back slightly, and exhale, rounding the spine. And inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And one more inhale, and exhale. Good, and then just come onto your hands and knees. And so we're going to do the same motion, but now we're on our hands and knees. So cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly and raise your tailbone so that you're getting a slight arch in your lower back. Opening the chest, and exhale, draw the belly and round the spine, push the floor away from you and draw up your head. And inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale, and now straighten your legs into downward dog. Just pedal your feet for a moment. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, lengthen, draw the belly in, and exhale, bend your knees, and drop your head. And inhale, slowly come up like a rag doll, head coming up last. And reach up, and exhale, hands apart. And just coming into mountain pose now. So you can have your big toes touching or your feet hip distance apart. Just depending on, if you feel wobbly here, then definitely have your feet hip distance apart. If you would like to work on your balance, then feet closer together. And then just moving back and forth and from side to side, spreading your toes wide. Noticing the contact of your feet on the mat. Just grounding yourself, balancing yourself. And then scanning up from your feet. Make sure that your knees are just micro bent, not locked. Your pelvic floor engaged, your lower belly engaged, belly in and up, tailbone down, spine long, neck long, shoulders back and down, chest open, and chin parallel to the floor. And that's mountain pose. And then just start to really bring your attention to your breath. Noticing how your body moves with each inhalation and exhalation. So this breath awareness is probably the most important aspect of yoga. Being aware of your breath and moving with the breath. And then just maintaining the proper alignment in your spine. Spinal flexibility, also very important. Probably the best thing you can do for your body is to work on the spinal flexibility, both with the twisting and the lengthening, decompressing, and just like all range of movement. So I try to always incorporate a lot of, it's incorporated in yoga a lot anyway, but I'll be giving a lot of direction towards that. And the Ujjayi breath is also very beneficial in yoga. So again, if you're not familiar with it or you're a little confused about it, just imagine that you are fogging up glasses with a mirror with your breath. Notice that sound and notice what your throat does in order to make the sound. And then keep your throat the same way, but inhale, so you're still making the sound as you inhale. then close your mouth and still making that sound, but now you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And the reason we emphasize this breath so much in yoga is it's calming, for one thing. It can be both warming and cooling. And because it lengthens your breath, it really helps you to incorporate your movement with your breath. So when I'm instructing to inhale and exhale, if you're using the Ujjayi breath, it'll just be, you'll find that mind-body connection become a lot easier. And I know it can be a little challenging if you just have a chronic nasal congestion. So in that case, you could leave your mouth open if you want, but still try to maintain that sound in your throat. But I would encourage you to still try to keep your mouth closed, and it might actually help with any nasal condition you might have. Even though it might feel uncomfortable at first. Okay, so that's enough talking. Let's start moving. So exhale, just open up your arms, palms facing out, and start to move with your breath. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, pull up the arms back down. Inhale up, still grounding through your feet, and exhale back down. And when you reach up, keep your shoulders relaxed. So still drawing your shoulder blades down your back rather than hunching your shoulders up in order to reach. And if it doesn't bother your neck, maybe move your head a little bit too. So looking up towards the ceiling as your arms go up, and look down towards the floor as they come down. So hopefully you'll actually feel your neck lengthening and stretching a little bit. Good, and then inhale, keep the arms up, clasp your hands, index fingers pointing up. Reach until you feel a nice stretch all the way through the side of your body and your abdomen. And then exhale, reach to one side. And try to avoid collapsing into this side. So in order to do that, just really keep reaching with your fingertips. And keep pressing the opposite foot into the floor to really lengthen through that side. Inhale back to center, exhale, other side. Inhale and exhale. And exhale your hands down. And if you have a strap, block, or scarf, strap, belt, or scarf, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, you can do this movement without the strap. It's just kind of, to me at least, it feels a little better with a strap. So we're just like you got out of bed in the morning. Well, maybe you don't do this when you get out of bed, but it's kind of a cliche. But just opening your chest, raising your arms, just like you're yawning. And inhale as the strap comes up. Exhale, look towards the floor. Strap comes in front of you. Inhale and exhale. And if you're using a strap, make sure that your arms are obviously far enough apart so that you can reach the strap over your head, but also close enough together so you do feel a little bit of resistance. but not too much, so much resistance that it's actually hurting your shoulders. You just want a nice stretch. And keeping the belly and the pelvic floor engaged throughout this movement and also throughout this whole practice. And then keep your arms up and just pull down to one side. Look in the opposite direction, really feeling that stretch through your armpits. And inhale and exhale, other side. And one more time on each side. Good. And now, just any kind of free movement, really getting into your spine, getting into your hips, getting into your shoulders, just moving in a way that feels like you're getting some nice stretching and just feels good. Staying with the Ujjayi breath. Good. And then just put the strap to the side. Don't put it too far away because hopefully we'll use it later. We don't run out of time. But coming back to mountain pose for now, and then place your hands over the knees. And then just moving, drawing little circles with your knees and hips. Just starting to get into your lower body. And folding forward, make sure you drop your head. And then grab onto your elbows and just hang here. Just letting your back and neck decompress a little bit. Deep breathing, breathing with sound. And then inhale, slowly roll up to standing once more. Good, coming up last. And reach up. Exhale. Hands to heart. Good. And let's come to the fronts of our mats. Again, find mountain pose. And we're going to start with sun salutations just to warm up the body a little more. I want to try to add a little more time in for the seated stretching poses today. So we're just going to move with our breath here for the first couple sun salutations. And so we're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. Try to keep the upper body long. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, plant your hands. And step back to plank pose. Inhale. And exhale, come down to the mat. Elbows in. Flip your feet. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Press back, downward dog. And now we're going to hold downward dog, or optional to be in child's pose if this is too much. And just hold it for a few breaths. Shoulder blades back and down, shoulders away from the ears, bringing your heels towards the mat. Deep breathing, lengthening your upper body as you exhale, especially drawing the belly in and the pelvic floor up. Making Make sure your fingers are spread wide, knuckles pressing into the mat. Good. Inhale, look ahead of you. Bend your knees and step between your hands. So you can either just walk forward like this, that's fine. Or you're able to just come forward one step and do that. And inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to really bend our knees a lot. Just bringing our rib cage towards our thighs, that is. Drop the head. And just breathe into your hamstrings. Good. And then keeping that length in your upper body, bring your hands onto your waist. And come up. See if you can come up with a flat back this time. Just coming up slowly, making sure you're not hurting your back. And inhale. So you want to use your core strength to come up there. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Step back with the opposite foot this time. Inhale, you can have your knees down during plank pose also. And exhale all the way down. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck the toes. Back into downward dog. And again, holding here or in child's pose. Focusing on lengthening your upper body and bringing your heels towards the mat. So that's a nice stretch through the entire back of your body. Deep breathing. Good. And then your knees look between your hands. And again, step forward, this time leading with the opposite foot. Bring the other foot forward. Look ahead of you and fold. Again, bringing your rib cage to your thighs. And if you can do this easily, you can start to straighten your legs if you don't feel too much, if your hamstrings are fairly open. But if you start to feel pain in your back, then bend your knees again. And inhale, exhale, hands on waist. Engage the core, inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Take a breath here. Good. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, and downward dog. So this time just, when you get to downward dog, just take a breath and then inhale your right leg up. Bring your hips forward, and then your shoulders forward so they're aligned over your wrists. And see if you can step it through, or you can just get that foot through any way that works for you. And exhale your left knee down and breathe into your hip joints. And inhale, come up, low lunge. Maybe come into a slight back bend. Good, that feels good. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down and come back and fold over your right leg. Draw the belly in. And the reason I'm saying draw the belly in is because we just want to activate the core. That helps with almost all of these movements. Good, and straighten. Step back plank. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Downward dog. And inhale, the left leg up. Come forward, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Step it through and lower the right leg. Breathe into your hip. And inhale, come up. And exhale. And sit back, fold. And inhale, look up. Come forward, straighten, and then just step to right foot forward. Look ahead of you. Exhale, forward. Inhale, down your waist. Come all the way up. Lengthen your upper body. And exhale. That's the heart. Take a breath here. Hopefully we're already starting to feel a little warmer. Maybe our heart rate is up slightly. Good. And exhale, bend your knees. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. And inhale, chair pose. And then just take a moment here, adjust the tilt of your pelvis. So drawing your belly in, but keep your lower back open. So not too much sticking out your tush. Try to keep the tailbone long. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to heart. And then twist, bring your left elbow to your right thigh, look over your right shoulder. And then from here, look down at the floor, shift your weight onto your right foot, and step your left foot back. So, yes, the balancing is a little challenging here. So we're in a high lunge twist. Press your hands towards the center of your chest. Good, and then look down at the floor. Step back forward into the chair. Good, inhale, center, exhale, other side. So right elbow to left thigh. And push your hands towards the center of your chest. And then look down at the floor, shift your weight onto your left foot, and step the right foot back. Keep twisting. And look at the floor, step forward. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, look forward, exhale, plant your hands, and step back plank. Exhale down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, exhale, downward dog. Take a breath here. And then turn your left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Look between your hands and step forward. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reach way forward as you exhale, and then inhale, open up, triangle pose. Inhale, come up. And turn, so your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. Similar to warrior one, except both legs are straight. And we're going to come into the evolved triangle. So try to twist your body to the right. So revolved triangle. And if you can, see if you can get your hand outside of your foot. And you could use a block to assist yourself here as well. And if you're really struggling with the balance, then you can just bring your feet a little wider apart. Totally fine, you're still getting the benefits of the pose. Good, inhale. Back up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back plank. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. And press back to downward dog. Take a moment to catch your breath. And then turn the right foot out to the side, look between your hands, step it through, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, warrior two. Really, especially in these warrior poses, draw your belly in and strong pelvic floor. Good. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, triangle. Open your chest, bring your shoulders back. Good, inhale, come up. Again, square your hips towards the front of the mat. Inhale, right arm comes up, and exhale, revolve triangle. And try to bring your left hip back and your right hip forward to really twist your upper body. Good, inhale, come back up. And exhale, step back, plank. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Good, inhale between the hands. Step forward, exhale. And inhale, chair. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Hands to heart, mountain pose. Good. So we're going to work on, hopefully we're a little warmer. and we'll work on balancing now. And please let me know in the comments if you, I guess at the end of the class, just how you felt about having a little less of the sun salutations and warm up and more other exercises as we're about to do. Good, so we're going to start with just stepping one foot into the strap, if you have one. If you don't have a strap, you can simply bend your knee and just hold your foot like this. But either way, we are balancing, so find a spot on the floor to help you with that. So you want to shift your gaze just onto the floor. It's something that's not moving for your balance. And then just pull your leg up until you're feeling a nice stretch. And then maybe open the leg out to the side. And so you really need to engage your core here. That will also help with your balance. Back to the center and then release. And as I said, if you don't have the strap, you could just hold your knee and then put your knee up to the side and then come back. Other side. Inhale as the leg comes up. And keep pulling until you really feel a nice stretch. And exhale, open out to the side. And inhale back to center. And exhale, release. Good. And tree pose. So again, find your mountain pose, shift your weight onto one foot, find your gazing point on the floor for balance. And you can just extend one arm out also to help you get into the pose. And you can place your foot anywhere on your leg except your knee area. And just make sure, whoa, my balance is a little off today. Make sure your knee is going out to the side. This knee. So that you're opening your hips. And breathe, come back to your breath. Try to remain as calm as possible in this pose, even though you're balancing. So this pose is very much a mind exercise as well as a hip opener. Finding stability in your core. Good, and then place your ankle over your knee. Sit back in chair pose until you feel your hip opening a little bit more. And then straighten your legs, reach towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen your upper body, and exhale, drop your head. And breathe. And see if you can come a little deeper into the pose of your nose a little closer to your knee with each exhalation. Good, and inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, bend your knee. And slowly inhale, come up. And release. And shake it out. And move to the other side. So shift your balance onto the opposite foot. Find your tree. Make sure your hip is opening. And if you find your foot just slipping down, make sure you're really pressing your foot into your standing leg. Good. And bring your ankle over your knee. Sit that chair, opening the hip. And reach your fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen the upper body. Exhale, drop your head. Good. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, down the knee. Inhale, engaging your core, slowly come up. And exhale, both feet on the floor. And shake it out. Good. And step into a wide stance. Toes pointing forward, so we don't want our toes out to the side in this stance. Be parallel to each other. Inhale your arms out and exhale. Clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, bring your shoulder blades together, open the chest. And exhale, fold. And just let your hands drop behind you, coming towards the floor. And head comes towards the floor as well. And you can use a block here for your head. Good. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands between your feet. Inhale, again, come halfway up onto your fingertips. And exhale, drop your head. And see if you can get your head in line with your hands and feet. And stay with the breath. Good. Inhale, again, come halfway up. Exhale, just left hand down. And inhale, open your right arm up, twisting. Exhale, both hands down. And inhale, left arm up. And exhale, heel toe your feet together. And drop down into a squat. Just hold here, noticing your hips, your lower back. Good, and exhale, sit all the way down. And bring the soles of your feet together. Open them up like a book, dropping your knees towards the mat. Inhale, lengthen and bring your chest forward, and exhale, round your spine and bring your head down toward your feet. And use your elbows to press your knees open and also press yourself down further into the pose. And breathe. And inhale, slowly roll up, head up last. And bring your knees together. Face the front or back of your mat. I guess I'm facing the back of my mat. Place your hands next to your hips, shoulders back and down, chest open, and belly in, and just take a moment to find your alignment here. So legs are active, toes are pointing up, and we're just trying to keep our back straight, belly in. And inhale, nice long back, and exhale, pull forward. And just grab anywhere on your legs that you can. And exhale, drop your head. And really make sure you're using your breath here, using your exhalations to come deeper into the pose, not forcing, just releasing and softening with your exhalation. No bouncing. Good. Look forward, exhale, and inhale, come all the way up. So I just said no bouncing. That's how a lot of people kind of learn how to come into stretches, by kind of going like this and kind of like jerky, bouncy movements. But you don't do that in yoga. In yoga, you use your breath to, especially your exhalations, to soften and release into the pose. So if you're used to doing it the other way, just try it this way and just see how it feels. Good. And draw your right knee into your inner left thigh. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward. Folding over your extended leg. And you want to still keep that leg active. If your leg is active, it really helps your upper body release more. And of course, using your breath. And inhale. Look forward, exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up. And switch. And inhale, exhale. And inhale. And exhale. I'm going to throw you a little curveball here. We're going to do a vinyasa between this and the next pose, just to get our body a little warmer again. So just cross your legs in front of you. Push up with your hands. See if you can come forward onto your hands at the front of the mat. And then just step both legs back. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra, and notice how your lower back feels right now. Exhale, tuck the toes under, and find your downward dog. Good, and inhale, lifting your hands. And see if you can find your way directly from here into cross-legged seated position. So just bring one foot forward, press into your hands to keep the weight off of your feet. Bring the other foot forward, using your core here as well, and then just sit back. Good. And extend the left leg, bending your right knee. Inhale, reach way forward. Exhale, reach towards your foot. And see if you can bring that arm around and grab your left hand. Inhale and exhale, fold over your leg. And if you can't grab your hand, you can use a strap, or you can just have both hands down and press yourself forward that way. And inhale, look forward, exhale, release, and switch sides. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, forward, exhale, release. And again, if you choose not to do this vinyasa, that's fine. You can just wait. And otherwise, cross your legs. Press yourself up with your hands, using your core as well. Come forward, step back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the toes. And press back down for dog. And then look between your hands. And come back into seated position. Extend your legs. And again, bend your right knee. Actually, first bend your left knee like this, and then bend your right knee. So your foot is kind of going behind your left foot's going behind your right heel. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, press your fingertips behind you. Inhale the left arm up, and exhale, twist. So just lengthening a little on each inhalation, and slightly deepening the twist on each exhalation. And you don't have to be on your fingertips. If you can bring your whole palm down, go ahead and do that. Good. Inhale. Look forward and switch. So first bending the right foot in, or bringing the right foot in, and bend the left leg. Fingertips behind you. Inhale your right arm up, and exhale, twist. And if you can't get your shoulder in like this, then you can just hold on to your leg, onto your knee. Keep lengthening as you inhale and slightly deepening the twist as you exhale. And try to keep your upper body straight. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. And then boat pose to segue down to the mat. So just shift your balance back, raising your legs. Engage your core. You can stay here, or you can release. Then you should start to really feel it in your hip flexors and your lower belly. And maybe straighten your legs. Good, and then slowly come down onto the mat. And then when you reach the point where you can flatten your lower back, hold here, keeping your shoulders up. Point your feet, or this is kind of a yogic pointing of feet. So instead of like that, just the same motion, but just spreading your toes. Good, and then exhale, bring your head down and knees into chest. And then just give your back a little massage, just rolling circles with your knees. Breathing, coming back to your breath. Good, and then extend your left leg and bring your right knee over. And inhale back to center, and exhale other side. And inhale back to center, hug the knees in, and drop your feet hip distance or wider apart. Bring your shoulders under and see if you can reach towards your heels. If not, that's okay. Just press your upper arms into the mat. Exhale, lengthen your spine, and inhale, press up. And bridge pose. Good. Maybe clasp your hands underneath you. Press up a little more. And exhale, slowly come down one vertebra at a time. Draw your knees into your chest. And we're just going to do that one more time. Or if you have full wheel pose in your practice, you can do that instead of bridge. But don't do it if you don't already know how to do it and practice it, because it's not something that I want to teach over YouTube. I would have to be there in person. So anyway, if you want to do bridge, you can do that, or just go back into, if you want to do wheel, you can, or bridge. So go ahead. Holding, make sure you're still breathing here. And then exhale. Slowly coming out of that. And draw your knees in, rolling circles on your back. Good, and then just rock back and forth until you come back up to seating. Seated, so we can do a quick counter stretch to that, and also so you can grab your block, because we're about to use that. So just a quick seated forward fold. And notice how that feels now that you just did bridge pose. Again, yoga is less about doing poses perfectly or being super flexible, and more about just being aware of your body and your breath. So taking the time in the poses to just notice how your body feels in that pose and notice any adjustments you might want to make. Good, so coming back onto your back, take the block, place it under your hips. If you want to deepen this a little bit, you can, and if you're able to do this, you can have the block the long way as well, or the medium way. Otherwise, just under your hips, and then inhale, bring your legs up. And we're just going to hold this for a few more breaths, long enough so that it kind of affects our circulation. We get more blood circulating down into our head. Away from our feet. It's obviously helpful if you have any kind of swelling in your lower body. And then bring your feet down, remove the block, and prepare for Shavasana. So I'd like you to try this modification of Shavasana where you are in supine Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So you bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees fall out to the side. It's a great hip opener, and it can sort of gently open your hips if you're doing the supine position. And release, if you're still using the Ujjayi breath, just release that, come back into your regular breathing pattern. And make sure your hands are opening towards the ceiling to keep your shoulders open. And just relax. Close your eyes. Of course, if this position is uncomfortable, then just come back and you can straighten your legs at any time. Or if you happen to have any kinds of blankets or blocks around you, you could use those to support your knees in that position. So you're still in Shavasana. I'm just coming back up to do a guided relaxation for you. So take a deep breath. Completely fill up your lungs with air. And then exhale through your mouth. And feel any remaining tension just melting away. Your body is heavy, just sinking into the mat. And relax your toes and feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your upper legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists, hands, and fingers. Relax your tailbone. Relax your lower back. Relax your middle back. Relax your upper back. Relax the back of your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your cheeks. Relax your tongue. Relax your lips. And relax your eyes. Relax your forehead. Completely relax and let go. And as your body relaxes and feels heavy, feel the lightness of your inner body. Maybe even just visualize your inner body floating up off of the mat. And release any thinking you're planning. Just letting yourself have this time to yourself with nothing to do. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back into the space around you. And And whenever you're ready, gently reach your arms over your head. Straighten your legs and come into a full body stretch. And gently bend one knee and then the other. And roll over onto one side, resting your arm on your head on your arm. And slowly make your way back into a comfortable seated position. And we're just going to spend the last 5 minutes of the class doing a little pranayama breath work and then a short meditation. So let's get started. We're going to do the alternate nostril breathing. So your left hand just resting on your left knee, and with your right hand using your pinky and ring finger to close your left nostril, your thumb to close your right nostril. And let's start by closing your left nostril. Inhale right, hold, close both nostrils. And exhale left. Close, inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Close. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Close. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. And close. Inhale right. And close. And exhale left. And close. Now inhale left, so switching sides. Close. And exhale right. And close. And inhale left. And close. And exhale right. And close. Inhale left. Close. 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 And exhale right. And release. And just take a few deep breaths, or maybe blow your nose if you need to. Good. And now I want you to just think of 3 things that you're especially grateful for in your life right now. Anything big or small. Could be different ways in which you're healthy, relationships that you're grateful for. Anything you have in your life, you can be grateful for and realize that not everybody is able to have. But everybody has something, at least 3 things. So think of those 3 things, close your eyes. And it can be more than 3 things if you want to. And just notice any physical sensations that you feel. And see if you can visualize that sensation as a light that's slowly expanding and filling your entire body. And then extending beyond the boundaries of your body into the world around you. And set an intention to carry that feeling with you out into the world today. And let it be shared with those around you. In some way. And you can go ahead and open your eyes. And thank you so much for coming to class today, joining me. And again, if you have any comments, it can be positive or helpful criticism. Please let me know in the comments or in the chat. And also let me know if you enjoyed the pace of this kind of class, or if you would rather have a little more movement. I could try to alternate the classes too. There's like a pretty even balance between them. And yes, thank you again. And have an amazing weekend and rest of your week. Namaste. Thank you, Rory. Nice to see you.